The tech market is layoffs everywhere. People applying to hundreds of jobs and getting ghosted. AI slowly replacing tasks we thought were safe. And even if you already have a job, you probably don't feel safe either. Because the truth is, this industry moves fast and it forgets people even faster. So, I want to ask the question that most developers are too scared to say out loud. Is it still worth it? Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Pete. I've been coding professionally since 2012. I've led developer teams and I've helped thousands of beginners learn to code through my channel and community. And even after more than a decade in this industry, I've never seen it this uncertain. So, today, I want to tell you the truth. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because no one told me this when I started. The high that turns hollow. In my previous job, I was leading a team. I was doing great. My colleagues respected me, my work was solid, my numbers were good. But slowly, I started to notice something. The better I performed, the worse I felt. Every win came with more nonsense. Unrealistic deadlines, tasks that made no sense, late night calls for things that weren't even my responsibility. And the cherry on top, getting told off by my boss for stuff completely unrelated to my work. You know that feeling that someone's mad at you, but not about you? They're just looking for someone to dump it on. I was exceptional in my role, and yet I felt invisible. I started to wake up with chest pressure, scrolling through my messages before work, just waiting for another urgent task that shouldn't even exist. And in those moments, I wasn't thinking about solving bugs or writing better code. I was thinking, how much more of this can I take? That's when a darker thought hit me, one that most developers won't admit out loud. Even when I'm great, it's never enough. It will never be enough. I knew I was doing a great job. My team told me, my peers told me, but the environment didn't care at all. And that's when I realized something that changed how I see this industry forever. In tech, being great doesn't protect you. Not from bad management, not from layoffs, not even from burnout. I've been in this industry long enough to watch people rise fast, burn out faster, and disappear quietly. And honestly, I never thought I would almost become one of them. But what really opened my eyes wasn't just burnout, it was seeing how fragile this whole system actually is. The market that doesn't care. The last couple of years have been wild. 1 week, everyone is hiring. We're scaling fast. Next week, half the team is gone. And if you've tried applying for a job recently, you already know how brutal it feels. You send 100 applications, maybe 5 replies, 2 interviews. And then, silence. It's not that you're bad, it's that the market stopped caring. There are too many devs chasing too few openings. Companies want unicorns like 5 years experience for a junior role, AI knowledge for a front-end job. It's insane, really. I've seen amazing developers get rejected for the dumbest reasons, wrong time zone, wrong tech stack, or just bad luck. And the scary part? Even seniors aren't safe. One budget cut, one email, one reorganization, and suddenly you're just a number on a spreadsheet. At some point, I realized something I wish wasn't true. The market doesn't reward loyalty. It rewards luck. You can work your heart out for years, and the next day someone in finance decides your position is non-essential. It doesn't matter if you're the best coder in the world. You can be brilliant, helpful, and great teammate, and still get replaced by a cheaper developer or an automation tool. That thought haunted me, because it meant all the effort, all the late nights, all the stress could disappear overnight. And no one, literally no one, would remember the details. That's when it hit me. Skill makes you valuable, but it doesn't make you safe. And the faster you understand that, the less this industry can break you. The moment that changed everything. One night, I remember coming home after another long day. Slack messages puzzling, deadlines pushed forward, last-minute urgent requests for things that made zero sense. I dropped my bag, sat down, and just felt it. That tight pressure in my chest again. Not because of the workload, but because I knew deep down none of this was worth it anymore. I had done everything right. Led the team, solved problems, helped others, made the companies millions and millions of dollars, and yet I was being treated like I was one mistake away from being disposable. I was angry, frustrated. I was exhausted and jealous. Jealous of people with simple, low-stress jobs who could actually breathe after work. Meanwhile, I was paid well, but mentally bankrupt. I remember saying out loud, even when I'm great, it's never enough. And I meant it. That's when my wife looked at me and said something that changed everything for me. Even for all the money in the world, you don't deserve to be treated like that. No one has that right, not even me. That hit me hard, and it made me laugh for the first time in weeks. It was like a reset button because she was right. I wasn't tired of coding, I was tired of what the job had turned coding into: anxiety, stress, and constant noise in my ears. I realized I didn't hate my work, I just hated the version of myself I became to survive it. And that moment forced me to ask a different question. Not how do I make more money, not how do I get promoted, but how do I stop letting this industry define my worth? That's when everything started to shift. The real question, is it worth it? If you're learning to code right now, you've probably seen the fear online. AI is taking our jobs. No one is hiring juniors. Tech is dying. And I get it. It looks scary. But let me tell you something real. The tech market isn't dying. It's just growing up. And here's the thing. Every time the market resets, new opportunities are born. The people who adapt early, learn new tools, build side projects, and stay visible, then become the next wave of lucky. Don't build another to-do app, solve a real problem. Pick one person or a small business, ask what wastes their time, and ship a tool that removes that one pain. Use AI as leverage, not a crutch. Automate weekly reports, summarize customer emails, generate invoices from WhatsApp messages. When your projects save real minutes or real money, recruiters don't need imagination. They see impact. Keep a simple target. One problem, one tiny feature every week. Week number 1, identify the pain. Week 2, create a prototype. Week 3, polish that UX a little bit. Week 4, write a 5-line case study like problem, solution, result, link, next step. And repeat. 4 weeks of this beats 4 months of still learning. Zooming out, the market is tighter now. It's forcing us to be sharper, more adaptable, more human. So, is it still worth it? That depends on why you're here. If you're chasing easy money, fancy titles, or validation, you will burn out fast. But if you're here because you love solving problems, learning, and building things that actually matters, then yeah, it's still worth it. Just don't expect the market to care about you. Make sure that you care about you. The people who survive this industry aren't the smartest or the fastest. They are the ones who know how to protect their energy, keep learning and adapting, and stay kind when everyone else is panicking. And stop playing the job hunt on hard mode. There are 3 levels of networking that actually move the needle. Level 1, referral. Ask someone at the company to submit you. It's basic, but still works. Level 2, decision maker DM. Send a short Loom or GitHub link that shows how your project relates to their product. Skip the small talk, lead with value. Level 3, inbound. Post your projects weekly on X or LinkedIn. When your work is public, opportunities DM you. If you're serious about standing out, start with one thing every recruiter sees first: your resume. And since recruiters spend maybe 10 seconds on your resume, make sure every line counts. 1-line headline, your role, stack, and niche. 3 bullet points with numbers. For example, reduced load time by 35%. I have 1,000 active users, or saved 4 hours a week. Link 1 live demo. Cut anything that doesn't prove what you can do. Recruiters don't care that you worked on many projects. They care what impact you've made. Replace filler with proof. Numbers, results, or real users. So, what you can actually do. Keep building things that matter to you. Even if no one's paying you yet, every project you finish makes you sharper, more confident, and harder to replace. Think of it as reps for your brain. Not wasted time, but investment. Because the truth is, tech doesn't owe you anything, but it can still give you everything if you stop trying to prove yourself to people who will never ever notice. You don't need to grind yourself to dust to be valuable. You just need to keep building, keep improving, and remember, your personality, mindset, and boundaries are worth more than any code AI can write better than you. And that's exactly why the next part matters. The truth you need to hear. The brutal truth is, yeah, the market's tough right now. People are losing jobs. Others can't even get their first one. And you can do everything right and still get rejected, ignored, or replaced. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. Because this path, learning to code, building, struggling, it changes you. It forces you to think, to grow, to figure things out when nothing makes sense. It teaches you patience, discipline, and resilience. And those things will outlast any job title or company name, believe me. And maybe that's what makes this path special. You don't just build apps you built yourself. The market can take away your job, but it can't take away your ability to build things, solve problems, or reinvent yourself. That's what makes it worth it. So, if you're in that dark place right now, if you're tired, rejected, burnt out, remember, your value doesn't disappear just because a recruiter didn't see it. Be great, but don't lose yourself trying to prove you are. Because when everything else falls apart, the only thing that still matters is who you became while you were building. If you want structure, try this 30-day micro challenge. Daily, 20 to 40 minutes, build one feature or fix one bug. Weekly, ship a tiny release and write a 5-line post with a screenshot. Day 30, post a 60-second demo. Share it on Instagram or drop it in our Discord. I will check them out and give feedback. Because the best way to fight uncertainty is to build through it. Now, if this video hit you even a little, leave a comment. I read every single one of them. Drop a like if you found value, subscribe if you want more real talk about coding and career growth, and if you want to connect deeper, you will find me on Instagram and inside our Discord community where thousands of developers are figuring this journey out together. Now make sure to watch this video next. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete and I'll see you on the next one. And until then, keep learning, keep building, and take care of yourself.